Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota, do you know what's going on? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, be politically correct. Just nod, quietly nod. The whole world knows what's happening in Minnesota. The whole world knows what's happening to you. Hillary wants a 550% increase in Syrian refugees pouring into our country. And she wants virtually unlimited immigration and refugee admissions from the most dangerous regions of the world to come into our country and to come into Minnesota, and you know it better than anybody. Her plan will import generations of terrorism, extremism, and radicalism into your schools and throughout your communities. You already have it. When I'm elected president, we will suspend the Syrian refugee program, and we will keep radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of our country. How stupid are our leaders? How stupid are they to allow this to happen? Here in Minnesota, you've seen firsthand the problems caused with faulty refugee vetting, with large numbers of Somali refugees coming into your state without your knowledge, without your support or approval, and with some of them then joining ISIS and spreading their extreme views all over our country and all over the world. Honestly, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. And everybody's reading about the disaster taking place in Minnesota. Everybody's reading about it. You don't even have the right to talk about it. You don't even know who's coming in. You have no idea. You'll find out. You'll find out. You've seen the recent terrorist knife attack in St. Cloud. A Trump administration will not admit any refugees without the support of the local community where they are being placed. It's the least they can do for you. You've suffered enough in Minnesota. And we will pause admissions from terror-prone regions until a full security assessment has been performed and until a proven vetting mechanism has been established. Horrible what they're doing. Horrible. And if you want people to just pour into Minnesota, all you have to do is vote for Hillary Clinton, because that's what she's going to do. Just vote for her. And I don't care where you come from. I don't care how liberal you are. I don't care how politically correct you are. How stupid this has been. How stupid it's been. And you get the brunt of it almost more than any other place. A Trump administration will also secure and defend the borders of the United States. And yes, we will build a great wall. Hillary supports totally open borders, there goes your country, and strongly supports sanctuary cities like San Francisco, where Kate Steinle was murdered by an illegal immigrant deported at least 5 times. Thousands of Americans would be alive today if not for the open border policies of Obama Clinton. There's the tragic case of 90-year-old Earl Orlando, a Minnesota farmer who was brutally beaten by illegal immigrants and left to bleed to death in his home. Earl's body was found with his hands bound behind his back, duct tape on his mouth, and blunt force injuries all over his head. His killers had criminal records a mile long, but they did not meet the Obama administration's priorities for removal. And yet everybody that knew these killers, everybody that knew them said, please, please, get them out. They should be incarcerated. Don't let them roam our communities. A Trump administration will end this nightmare of violence that you're having and that plenty of others are having. We will stop illegal immigration, deport all criminal aliens, and dismantle every last criminal gang and cartel threatening our citizens. We will also repeal the Obama-Clinton defense sequester, another great deal they make, and rebuild our badly depleted military. We're flying jets that are almost 20 years old, fighter jets. They don't even make the parts. They go down to the airplane graveyards and airplane museums to get parts for these planes. They don't make them anymore. That's what this country of ours, the United States of America, that's what we're flying. It's embarrassing, an embarrassment for our great, great young pilots and all of the people that are in our armed services. I'm honored to have the endorsement of more than 200 top admirals and generals and 22 Medal of Honor recipients and many more coming. We had an event the other night, 24,000, 25,000 people right next to Fort Bragg. We had tremendous Medal of Honor recipients. We had generals, we had admirals, we had military people. It was one of the most amazing evenings I've ever seen in a field. People as far as the eye could see. Hillary and our failed establishment have spent $6 trillion on wars in the Middle East that we never win. And now the Middle East is in worse shape than it's ever been before. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. And by the way, if I were involved with Mosul, number one, we wouldn't have been involved. Number two, we wouldn't have given them a 4-month notice. We are going to attack Mosul in 4 months. We are going to attack them because we think that ISIS leaders are in Mosul. So we are going to go in and get those ISIS leaders. 4 months, then 3 months later. Yes, it's about 3 months we're going to attack. 2 months, then 1 month, then a week ago. Well, we're getting ready to attack. Then they attack and all the leaders are gone. And the people they left behind are fighting like hell. And they're using human shields. Think how bad it is. Whatever happened to the word surprise, right? Whatever happened? Surprise. The element of surprise. What happened? What happened? Why don't they go in quietly, knock the hell out of him, take him out, and have a news conference a week later? You know why? Because we have a president who is incompetent. He's incompetent, okay? We have a president who's incompetent. And I'll tell you this. He shouldn't be campaigning. You know, she can't do her own campaigning. So he's campaigning. His wife is campaigning. Biden, who said, oh, I'd like to take him behind the gym. Me. I dream about that. And everybody said, oh, wasn't that nice? Oh, did you see what he said? Wasn't that cute? Oh, it was so wonderful what Joe said. What Joe said. Wasn't that cute? Now, if I ever said that I want to take him behind the gym and you know what, they'd say, oh, he's a bully. He's a terrible person. He's a terrible person. These people are the worst, I'll tell you. They are the worst. Our leaders have dragged us into foreign wars that have made us less safe. shipped our jobs and wealth to other countries, and left our borders wide open at home so people flow in and drugs flow in like it's candy, like it's water. We send our troops to foreign countries to defend their borders, but our politicians refuse to defend our borders. That will change on November 8th, folks. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I want to show these people they've been wrong about us for 2 years. 2 years. We got to show them. Thank you. Thank you.